Hello, everyone. My name is Renee Liao, Lifestyle Director 4 with Opulence Global. And today we're going to be doing a very extensive, detailed breakdown of Opulence Global's compensation plan. This is not meant to be a short version. We do have, of course, a simplified compensation plan that you can find on our back office. This training is for the people who want to get all of the full exact details, sort of, point by point. So it will be a much longer video. Of course, it will be broken down into sections. You can sort of fast forward and click on which part you want to focus on. But again, this will be a full breakdown, of course, to our pathway to the Royal Lifestyle Director 2023 Rewards and Leadership Program, also known as the Compensation Plan. And so diving right into this, of course, here are our table of contents, our TOC. We're going to start off with, of course, the shopping credits and the Smart Buy, a really cool feature of Opulence Global, to Opulence points, email packages, packages details, the retail profits and the wholesale profits, the plan, how does a plan work, the power of the binary, all of the different bonuses that we have, the leadership program, and of course, the glossary. So one of the things, of course, with Opulence Global is that we are operating, of course, an Opulence Global business that's really simple. It is done through social sharing in person, through social media, or other online platforms. As an Opulence Global partner, you simply promote your state-of-the-art email loaded with over 1,000 of the finest products exclusive only to Opulence Global to start selling products and launching new emails. Anyone can do it anywhere in the world without any previous experience. So you can see here that Opulence Global's robust compensation plan offers 13 ways of earning retail profits to wholesale profits to my favorite part, the residual income, the binary commissions, the monthly global revenue sharing, MGRS. They're actually all my favorites. Personal team bonus, fast start bonuses, the mentorship bonus, Opulence car and vacation club, travel bonus, organizational revenue sharing, the Royal Lifestyle Director fashion bonus, the Opulence points, and our recently new added crazy bonus called the variance bonus. Now, of course, a quick disclaimer is that as with any business, your results may vary and will be based on your individual capacity, business experience, expertise, and level of desire. There are no guarantees, promises, representations, and/or assurances concerning the level of success you may experience. Your level of success depends on the time you devote to the business, the ideas and techniques utilized, your finances, knowledge, and various skills, since such skills and factors differ according to individuals. Now, one of the really amazing features of Opulence Global that no other company really in direct sales has, or multi-level marketing or network marketing, is our shopping credits and Smart Buy. And what that is think of it as the evolution of the auto ship. So one of the unique benefits of Opulence Global monthly PV qualification fulfillment is partners are not required to subscribe to an auto ship program like other conventional network marketing companies. In other words, most other companies make you actually every single month have to do a monthly order for your products. And what we've seen oftentimes is that these products don't get consumed quick enough, yet by the next auto ship date, that next shipment must come in and be sent to your home. And now you start to pile up all of these products, and eventually you have a quite a large inventory sitting on your, your kitchen shelf or kitchen table, and it can eventually expire. So in our company, partners can meet their monthly PV qualifications in 3 ways. Number one, monthly shopping credit subscription. Number two, a monthly Smart Buy. And number three, personal purchases. So meeting the monthly PV qualification is the monthly business maintenance that keeps the business active, allowing the business to build residual income. Unlike traditional businesses, where overhead is high, to keep an Opulence Global business active requires only $150 per month of this PV. Smart Buy is the same thing to do your business, to keep your business running. So again, you have to maintain this monthly 150 PV, and you can order 150 again worth of PV of products, or you can also use what's called shopping credits. So now this brings us to what are shopping credits. Now, shopping credits is the smart way to shop. You can set it and forget it, allowing partners to buy what they want when they want. Shopping credits can be accumulated for future redemption. And really, shopping credits is like the evolution to the auto ship. So think of it as instead of having to buy physical products that you ship to your home, every single month and pay for shipping on those products, with a shopping credit, you can simply purchase exactly $150 worth of shopping credits, which is 150 PV as well. And that sits as a credit in your account. So if you pay 150 this month, 150 next month, and 150 the following month, that's three payments of 150. Now you have a total of $450 in shopping credits. Your shopping credits can be used to redeem for products whenever you want to buy whatever you want. And that way, instead of paying for shipping every month as well, you can kind of bank up those shopping credits and buy one bigger order and pay shipping one time only. And just by the way, a lot of people do like to buy what's called our family pack for Fountain of Life, where you buy 12 bottles of Fountain of Life and you get one bottle free. So I know that some people like to save up their shopping credits and then make a purchase of a family pack of FOL because the free bottle that you receive also helps to cover the cost of the shipping by way more. So really, it's like getting free shipping when you do buy the family pack. So a lot of people, of course, at the beginning, what they will do is use the shopping credits that come in the initial package to order their products. You'll see that a bit later on. But after they launch with their package, now they can kind of bank up those shopping credits. But again, it's really up to you. Some people use them up really quickly, but that's a nice feature that we have, of course, in Opulence Global. Now, most of you will see what's called SCU, okay, or Shopping Credits Ultra. And these can be used to redeem for any products, except, of course, promo products, just legally wise. We do have a promo section like banners and business cards, brochures, clothing, cups, attire. Of course, those things don't have any volume attached to it in terms of pushing up CV for commissions. So, of course, we cannot use the shopping credits for buying the promo section. But for all the other products that we have that we sell in the company, from the personal care, fashion, beauty, all those things you can use SEU for. We do have in the past a shopping credit or SC, not SCU. And these ones here could only have been used for purchasing fashion and personal care, everything except for the Fountain of Life. But again, all of you today who are getting started from February, of course, 2023, or even a few years ago, you all have SCU. Okay. So the next part, though, of course, is what is the Smart Buy? So Smart Buy was created to help you receive your favorite beauty, personal care, and health products right at your doorsteps every month, worry-free. It is also a backup to protect your commissionable volume, known as CV, in the event that your personal volume has not met your minimum monthly requirement. So again, let's just say that, for example, that this particular month, for whatever reason, you didn't make a purchase of 150 PV, then you would also risk, of course, losing the volume accumulated down below and even your Smart Buy discount that we'll talk a bit about later on. So by having a Smart Buy, it's almost like an auto ship, but the evolution of the auto ship, because your Smart Buy, you can choose to have a monthly order of products or a monthly order of shopping credits that we just covered so that you don't miss your monthly payment of the 150, or a mixture of products and or shopping credits. Okay, so it's there to make sure you don't lose all of the volume that you've been accumulating from the sales in your organization. And of course, it can protect your additional Smart Buy discount that we're going to cover in a quick second. So if the minimum is met before the process date, then the scheduled Smart Buy will be deferred to the next month unless the Smart Buy automated option has been selected. So in other words, let's say that you got started on the 15th of the month. And so your next Smart Buy date is usually on the day that you join, less like 7 days. So really, if you start on the 15th, on the 8th of the next month is when your monthly smart buy date. So now every month on the 8th, every 8th of every month going forward is when they need to receive that 150 PV. So let's say that you didn't make any sales or any purchases by the next 8th, okay, and or the following 8th. Then, of course, what can happen is you will lose your commissionable volume from below unless you set the smart buy. So in short, everyone sets the smart buy because that way it guarantees that on the 8th of every month, that if you don't, for example, buy or sell products worth 150 PV, then it will automatically, again, do the actual charge for you onto your credit card of whatever you want to set. So whether you want to have 150 in products or 150 in shopping credits or make sure both, that'll be set. So there is an option though that says if you want to just make sure that you paid every single month, regardless, there is an option for that. It's called a smart buy automated option. So in other words, if you set that option, smart buy automated, it will always charge you on the 8th or your smart buy date. It will always charge you on that date, the 150 in PV, so that you never miss the volume that you've been accumulating from down below. If you don't select it, then you are responsible to make sure that you do the 150 in PV. And if you do the 150 PV, then it will not charge you your smart buy. But in my opinion, it's just safer to always set it. So again, you can protect your team's commissionable volume by subscribing to your monthly smart buy or select a backup subscription of shopping credits ultra to accumulate towards your next purchase. So one of the other key benefits, if you were to do this smart buy and set your smart buy, and the company receives 3 consecutive, so back-to-back months of this 150 in PV, then you will receive an additional 10% discount starting on month 4. Okay, so now you can sort of bypass this and get your additional 10% discount right away with our newest Lifestyle Advisor Plus package that we just released. But if you are a brand partner or Lifestyle Advisor package, which is the other packages, you can also get the additional 10% discount, but you must wait till your 4th month by doing 3-month payments of 150, 150, 150. Then on the start of month 4, you get a bonus 10% discount on top of your brand partner discount or the Lifestyle Advisor discount. Again, if you want to bypass this and get the additional 10% discount right away on day 1, then you want to look at the Lifestyle Advisor Plus package. Okay, so and we mentioned before that you can't set this option to automatically charge your smart buy. Here's how you do it. Setting up your smart buy is quick and easy. From your account dashboard, you click on subscription, you click on smart buy. You can choose your favorite products that you want to do a monthly smart buy or SCU, the shopping credits, and the system will do the rest. To ensure that you do not lose your 10% smart buy discount, you want to make sure you select the smart buy automated to process your smart buy order, even if you're already PV qualified. Okay, what does that mean? In short, let's say that every month you can either purchase 150 in PV to be PV qualified. We have another cool feature where as long as you sell enough products, you can also become PV qualified. So let's say that next month you didn't actually make any purchases of products, but you sold enough products to be PV qualified. Well, that's great for people who just wanted to be commission qualified. But if the system doesn't charge you that 150 PV because you didn't set the option, and you sold enough products to be PV qualified, and the system didn't charge you the 150, because the company did not receive a payment of 150, you would now lose that additional 10% discount from the Smart Buy discount. Again, the Smart Buy discount, you got to do 3 months of 150 payments, and you keep on going every single month with those 150. But you get it on month 4, but every single month you keep on doing the 150. So if in one of the months, for whatever reason in the future, you were to sell enough products to be PV qualified to keep the volume from below, but you didn't do your smart buy payment or you didn't actually make a purchase of 150 in products or the smart buy, then you would lose the smart buy discount. So in short, again, the simplest way to understand it is just to make sure you always choose number seven. Okay. And also to make sure you also choose number eight that we'll explain in a quick second. But I'm giving you more details so you're more educated. But then again, the short way of looking at it is always advise yourself and your partners, always choose option seven and always choose option number eight. Okay. So number eight now is what we call shopping credits adjustment. What does that mean? Real simple. Let's say you set your smart buy to do 150 per month. So every single month, we're going to charge the credit card 150, and that money will go into your shopping credits. That's your money. You can use it whenever you want to buy whatever you want. And so 150, 150, 150, fantastic. Month four, you now get a 10% discount on your smart buy. But if your smart buy was set to exactly 150 in shopping credits, and now you're getting a 10% on your smart buy, now your smart buy is no longer $150. It's 10% less, which is $135. Now, if on month four, because you got the 10% discount and we only charged you $135, then again, you didn't pay the 150 and you would lose your smart buy discount. So what everyone does is they choose selection number eight, shopping credits adjustment, where it will top up your smart buy to make sure it is always going to be 150. So that way, even though with your 10% discount, it will still charge you 150 every single month. But now when you redeem your shopping credits or when you make further purchases, you now have that additional 10% discount. So now it's costing you 10% less when you buy your products. So again, it's still going to charge you the 150 every month, and that money goes into your shopping credits if you chose the shopping credits idea. But now with those shopping credits, you can buy essentially 10% more because you got that 10% discount. All right. So again, to make it real simple, to make your life real simple, I always choose option seven and option number eight for myself. And I always advise my team to do the same thing. It's just simple, easy, hassle-free. And that is, of course, our shopping credits and our smart buy. Now, by the way, of course, all of the prices that we're going to show here are going to be in Canadian dollar value. All right. But this now brings us on to the next point, which is called the Opulence point. It's another really cool feature that no other company has in direct sales, really, in our marketing. And so Opulence points is another perk we offer our partners and VIP shoppers where they can accumulate and redeem for perks and gifts. Partners can share their Opulence points with their VIP shoppers and potential customers as incentives of their own. Now, Opulence points can be earned and accumulated through various activities, including launching new emails, rank advancement, and making certain purchases. So think of it as, your credit cards, you got travel points or cash back every time you purchase something. Well, we also have a point system where you can earn through the following activity. And the Opulence points can be used to redeem for so much of our incredible fashion. Sometimes they'll throw things in like our eye serum, or our lip treatment as well into the Opulence points section. But here's how you can earn these Opulence points. So here's the activity. And if you were to qualify for your MGRS, which we're going to cover later on, you earn 7,500 points. Now, if you're wondering, well, how much does each point convert to in a dollar? Every 100 points is like $1, so 1%. So 7,500 points is like $75 worth of free products. That's amazing. If you launch a new LA or LA Plus, that's 15,000 points or $150 of free fashion. Like, which company does that for you, right? If you launch a brand partner or a BP, it's 4,000 points or $40. If you buy or sell a momentum pack, 30,000 points or $300. Annual renewal. So when you renew your membership, it's $10 there. Of course, we're going to cover that a bit later on. Really, it's just you get 2 bottles of FOL. It's for $100. It's crazy. You're just buying products. Every single month, we have a top monthly PV person. That's 50,000 points or $500. And we have the top launcher as well, 50,000 points or $500 as well. Also, when you rank advanced to LD 1, 2, 3, or 4, presidential and royal, we also have, of course, more ways to earning these points. Now, of course, when you were to go to redeem these points, the shipping cost, of course, is not included. You pay for the shipping as usual. And so, again, it's a great way to earn free fashion. And what the company does is they often will rotate what you can redeem in the Opulence points section. So you always want to check back to see what's new and updated in the Opulence points section, because you might, see something new that you actually want. You might want to gift it to a client or to one of your partners, use it as incentives for your business. But that's a really cool feature, of course, with Opulence Global is our Opulence points. Now we come to the e-mall packages. Okay, how do we get started in the business? Now, the most premium package, the premium option, the best package that I highly suggest everyone to start at for many reasons is going to be called the Lifestyle Advisor Plus, or the LA Plus. Now, this package here is $1,900 Canadian. Again, if you are in Canada, you have to also add your applicable taxes and, of course, the fulfillment fee, which we're going to cover in a quick second. Now, this package here offers back a retail value of $3,349 worth of value, and you're really only paying $1,900 plus fulfillment fees plus applicable taxes in Canada for this package. If you are outside of Canada, you simply pay the $1,900 and the fulfillment fees with no taxes because you're not Canadian. And so let's take a look at now what comes in this LA Plus package. First and foremost, you have the highest discount available in day one, which is our 30% discount. And again, because you did purchase the LA Plus package, you also are going to receive the additional 10% Smart Buy discount from day one. So if you recall, usually it takes about 3 months of paying your Smart Buy. Then on the month 4, do you get that extra 10% discount? With this package here, on day 1, you will get the 30% plus 10%, which really works out to exactly 37% discount. That's the highest you can get. And what that means, though, is now when you use your shopping credits, which was 1,300 retail value of shopping credits, and you redeem those shopping credits for your products, you pick and choose what you want, you're actually getting 10% more because of you had that extra discount right away. So the $1,300 is a retail value. And if you were, again, to look at the shopping credits, you will see a deposit of $910 in shopping credits, which is $1,300 with the 30% discount is $910. So you have $910 wholesale value worth of shopping credits. But now when you redeem the $910 wholesale value worth of shopping credits, you can again buy really 10% more with that $910. But again, it's worth over $1,300 because of the extra 10% discount as well too. So you also get back the free 1-year email. And the email, we were sort of pricing it at $499, really to have yourself a fully functional e-commerce business, shopping cart, payment processing, customer service, language translation support, back office support, analytics, all that stuff. It'll cost you way more to build it yourself. So we're just kind of quoting it at $499 retail value. It's really way more than that. But for the $1,900 story, you're also going to get back an additional $1,000 fashion mystery box retail value. So on top of the $1,300 in retail shopping credits that you can pick and choose what you want, add another $1,000 on top of that $1,300, which is like $2,300 worth of products now, because this fashion mystery box is worth $1,000. And so it's a mystery. Everyone gets different things, really amazing quality pieces from our company. And the whole idea is we want our partners, our business partners, to really be able to be effective at launching their business, getting started the right way, and having enough products on display. And of course, you want to be marketing all of the products. For example, if you are with, I don't know, Apple, you don't want to just be marketing the cell phone. You want to market all of their products. Just like if you own a McDonald's, you don't just market the Big Mac. You want to market all of the products. So in our company, with the fashion mystery box, with your other bundles that you can choose to redeem this $1,300 with, and you'll see the bundles a bit later on. Like we have bundles for if you want one of everything of our products, we have the Safe Home Revolution bundle. If you want to focus more on just FOL, we have the FOL bundle. So we have different bundles that you can pick and choose from. But now with the bundles plus this fashion mystery box, you really have a nice display setting that you can have at home. So when you invite your people over to have your home party or your new business launching, you have enough products to display of what the company offers. All right. Now, in some countries where there's a little point number two here, because in some countries where they can't get fashion in because of government restrictions, they are offered a $500 personal care and health mystery box. So if you're wondering, well, why is one 1,000 and why is one 500? It's because the markup, the profit margins on fashion are a lot higher, of course, than the profit margins on the personal care and health. Okay. Now, also with the LA Plus, you are now going to become variance bonus eligible. That's right. So this is a huge new bonus. You can earn up to an additional $50,000 per month of income just in this bonus alone. Of course, we also have a launch gift of $100 in exit token. Now, of course, there's a little point number four here because the exit token is not quite ready yet. It's our own. Think of it as there's going to be a token, like a crypto token called exit token, and you can exchange all of your other cryptos that you might own in exchange for this exit token. And Opulence will allow you to use exit tokens to exchange for any of the products that we have in our company. There's a really cool feature. It's going to allow so many people to convert their potentially stranded crypto, or if they want to have another exit strategy of getting out their crypto, they can swap it for exit token and, of course, buy our products. But because it's not ready yet, instead of the exit token, you will receive $100 in Opulence currency. Another feature we have in the company that Opulence currency can be used to it's like money. You can use it for anything that you want in Opulence Global, paying for shipping, buying products, buying promo. It's like actual money that is in your e-wallet. And so a lot of people love the Opulence currency because let's say you're not in Canada and you're in another country and you notice that the Canadian dollar might be doing pretty bad, you can actually in advance buy $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 worth of Opulence currency, leave it in your account, and use that to pay for your monthly smart buy or pay for your monthly. It's like actual money in your it's like e-wallet money. It can be used for anything. Okay, and so it's another cool feature that we have that a lot of people love to use because they can kind of buy the currency when the Canadian dollar is doing a bit lower. So really, if you look at this package here, $1,900. You already received 1,300 plus 1,000 plus $100. That's like $2,400 worth of products, and you really of value, and you only paid 1,900. Now the LA Plus, you start at the maximum residual income as an LA, which is $1,000 per week. Of course, that can become up to $20,000 per week, up to $60,000 per week in residual income. We'll cover that later on. And of course, your minimum monthly PV requirement, again, as an LA to keep your commissions and to keep accumulating the volume from below, it's at 150 PV that we talked about earlier on. Now, some of the amazing advantages of the Lifestyle Advisor is that you have maximum earning potential from day one because you have the maximum discount. So when you actually buy and sell products, you make the most money. But also, you'll see later on that the LA package has the maximum earnings. For the same effort, you earn a lot more with the LA compared to the brand partner. Again, maximum buying power because you have the best discount. You're now also MGRS share eligible. So even in your first month, you can qualify for an extra bonus in our MGRS bonus. Your first step towards many benefits and rewards. And of course, you get that smart buy discount, the additional 10% again on day one. Now, what comes with your package as well, don't forget, is your welcome kit of business promo materials sent to your doorstep. It's like a beautiful box. I can show it to you here, for example. It looks like this. And of course, it gets sent, oopsies, I got maybe put myself in front of the camera here, but it looks like this anyhow. And inside you have a beautiful pen, a USB key, again, a lot of the brochures and for the pamphlets that you want to have right away. It's really, really amazing. And you get that, of course, sent to your door along with your package. Now, of course, we have an app, and please don't forget to make sure that you download the Opulence app and you spin the wheel in the Opulence app, because within 72 hours of launching your business, if you spin the app, you can also receive a nice little gift from the company. And of course, with this package is that 1 year free email platform that we showed you before, which we valued at $4.99. That comes again for free in this package. And so some points below here is that the wholesale value of the shopping credits I mentioned before is $910. So the 1,300, if you multiply by 0.7, which is your 30% discount, that equates to $910. So you will see that in your back office in your shopping credits ultra when you get started. And again, with this package here, you can actually get more than $910 when you're buying your product, because you have that extra 10% discount on day one. Now, again, point number one is that on all LA Plus email launches, the fulfillment fee is $65. So one suggestion is when you launch as an LA Plus or someone else launches as an LA Plus, to always remind that new partner that the bundles that you see when you're checking out the LA Plus, you should probably choose a bundle because the shipping of that bundle is part of the $65. You already paid $65. You might as well actually go and choose yourself a bundle. Okay. Otherwise, if you choose no bundle, that's fine. But then later on, when you are going to redeem your shopping credits, then you have to pay shipping at that point in time. Now, of course, the personal care and mystery health box of $500 retail value I mentioned before is available to some restricted countries for fashion. That includes so far China, India, Malaysia, Mexico, Taiwan, and Thailand. This will always be updated in our policies and procedures as things change. Of course, the launch gift is only available to the initial email launch. Okay, that of course is point number 3. Which is this launch, the Opulence currency and the exit token. So that's available for all new email launches for a limited time. Also, of course, the conversion fee will apply. So in the future, if you were to use your exit token, don't forget conversion fee from Opulence currency to exit token also applies. But again, the exit token is not yet available at the moment. So you will just have $100 in your Opulence currency. And again, the welcome kit may not be available in certain countries and or even the promotion. So it depends on which country. Most countries can receive the welcome kit. So unless otherwise, you probably will find out if you're in a country that doesn't get it when you're talking to the people who introduce you to the company. So again, that covers the LA Plus package. All right, now next to the next package, which is called our Lifestyle Advisor package. So it's pretty much exactly the same thing as the LA Plus package in terms of, you're going to get the same 30% discount. However, you will not get that additional 10% Smart Buy discount on day one. So what happens here again is you must do the monthly 150 PV requirement or, shopping credits. And so again, a lot of people would actually launch as the Lifestyle Advisor, which is $1,300, again, plus $45 fulfillment fee and taxes in Canada. Otherwise, it's $1,345 for most other international countries. Again, retail value $1,899. But then again, a lot of people will actually, the moment after they launch this package, they would actually go and make a purchase of 150 shopping credits to start their first of 3 months payment the same month that they actually launch. Because otherwise, let's say you launch in January, usually the first payment of the 150 comes in March. The second payment comes in, the first payment would come in February. The second payment would come in March, and the third payment would come in April. Then at the start of the 4th month, which is beginning of now May, you would receive your additional 10% discount. So what some people actually like to do is, if they were to launch as this package, they would also make their first 150 payment in the same month of January. That means that February would be their 2nd month, March would be their 3rd month, and then of course they would start to receive the extra 10% discount on the 4th month, which in this case would be April instead of May. So again, one of the biggest differences of the LA package is that you won't get that additional 10% Smart Buy discount on day one. And so for a lot of people, all those orders that they're placing really in the first 4 months or so, they'd be paying a bit more because they don't have that extra 10% discount. So again, you still have the same amount of shopping credits, the $1,300 in shopping credits, the retail value, the same free 1 year email platform at $499, the same residual income. Again, the minimum monthly PV requirement is 150. And you still get, of course, the launch gift $100 in exit token, which currently will be in Opulence currency. So the other big thing that you're not getting here, just to go back up here a little bit to show you, of course, is that $1,000 mystery box. So for a lot of people, from the 1,300 to go up to 1,900, which is an extra $600, it makes a lot of sense because you're getting back $1,000 fashion mystery box, or it would be the $500 personal care and health mystery box in certain countries. But more importantly, you also get that extra 10% discount from day one. And of course, in the Lifestyle Advisor Plus, you are eligible for the variance bonus, which is huge. And you'll see that a bit later on. Whereas with the LA package, you will not be eligible for that variance bonus. Okay, so again, however, it still is a lifestyle advisor package, maximum earning potential, maximum buying power. Really, that kind of happens more on the month four when you have that extra additional 10% discount. You are still, however, MGRS share eligible, first step to more benefits and rewards. And of course, you are Smart Buy discount eligible by doing that monthly 150 payment for 3 months. The same thing, the welcome kit you receive, you want to make sure you spin the wheel in the Opulence app. And of course, again, you do have the 1 year email platform as part of this package. And so you can see here that what we do include, of course, is a welcome kit that I mentioned before. And so to ensure our global partners have an optimal start to their new opportunity, a welcome kit of business promotional materials is sent to their doorstep. The welcome kit includes the Prosperity Book, media accolades, a Fountain of Life brochure, a Safe Home Revolution booklet, a USB drive with the digital photos and digital versions of the brochures, an Opulence pen, an Opulence pin, and an Opulence prepaid Visa card. Okay, and of course, the same things here, that the wholesale value of the $1,300 retail shopping credits works out to be $910 exactly in the wholesale value. Again, there is a fulfillment fee of $45. That's why I said $1,345, okay, for this package. Of course, the launch gift is only available to initial email launches. Again, if you were to convert from Opulence currency to exit token in the future, there would be a conversion fee. And of course, the welcome kit may not be available in certain countries and or launch promotions. All right, and that is it for the Lifestyle Advisor package. And last but not least, we have our final package, which is called our Brand Partner Package, or the BP package here. And basically, it's really, I feel, designed for people who might be in a bit of a tough grind and, they're a bit sort of tight on cash to get started, or just for people who perhaps want to do a little bit of selling. But then again, you'll see why, if you are going to be selling the products, you definitely want to stick with the Lifestyle Advisor packages. So here, the Brand Partner package is 350 Canadian, plus again the $45 fulfillment fee, so $395 plus taxes in Canada. Otherwise, it's $395, no taxes for outside of Canada. And you can see here that right away, the biggest difference here is your discount. So instead of getting the 30% discount with the Lifestyle Advisor package, you're only receiving a 20% discount. Now, of course, you can't get that extra 10% Smart Buy discount by doing the 3 months of Smart Buy at least 150 or higher. So, but then again, you're just not starting at the highest discount on day one. Now, of course, for the 350, you are receiving back 350 retail value of shopping credits. And again, the free 1 year email platform. Now, in terms of the residual income, for the exact same effort, you could be making $1,000 per week with the LA and the LA Plus package to start off with. For here, the max residual income per week for the brand partner is $333 per week. So again, most people who, if they were to start here, would very quickly upgrade to the higher packages, and you'll see how that works in terms of how the upgrading feature kind of works to get the higher income. Now, the minimum monthly PV requirement is $75. So that's what's required to keep all of the volume from below you, okay, and to make your commissions. And you receive $10 in a exit token, which is in Opulence currency at the meantime because it's not currently ready yet. Of course, you still have the welcome kit, the activation wheel, and the 1 year free email platform. Now, again, speaking about the renewals, what's really cool is that there is, of course, an annual email renewal. Now, we mentioned before that the email, we're sort of valuing it at $4.99 retail value. However, really, to renew your email is only $100. So emails are automatically renewed on the partner's 1 year anniversary of their launch date at a rate of $100 plus applicable taxes. Again, in Canada, it's your provincial taxes. Outside of Canada, it's just $100. Successful renewal will allow partners to enjoy all the benefits of Opulence Global membership for another year and receive, get this, 2 free bottles of Fountain of Life with their next purchase. So really, it's almost like there's not a renewal fee because you're going to buy your Fountain of Life bottles, at least two. And when you pay $100, you're getting back 2 bottles again of Fountain of Life. So as of January the 2020, partners who renew their account are also entitled to receive 1,000 Opulence points with their renewal. Again, how cool is that? That really doesn't even feel like a renewal because you're just really getting 2 bottles of Fountain of Life, which is what we want anyways, right? So again, just to go over what the email features does include, it's the e-commerce website, preloaded with thousands of products, partner relation support. You can build a global sales network. We have all of the order processing management, no credit card processing fees, language translation support, business performance analytics in the back office, business training and support, products e-catalogs, and of course the mobile app. All right. Now, some quick notes about the brand partner package before we wrap it up here is that the 350 in retail converted to your wholesale credit is actually 280. So in your back office, when you go inside, you look at your shopping credits ultra, you will see $280 wholesale value of shopping credits. Again, I mentioned before that the fulfillment fee for the brand partner package is $45. Again, the launch gift is only available to the initial email launch. There is a conversion fee again from Opulence currency to exit token that is for the future. And again, the welcome kit may not be available to certain countries and or launch promotions. Okay, and that is what we have for our brand partner package. But then again, if you can start as the LA or the LA Plus, I do highly recommend you start there for sure. Now we have the package's details, and we have a really nice chart here that kind of shows the differences between, of course, a brand partner, the lifestyle advisor, and the lifestyle advisor plus. So the first column, of course, is the package pricing, 350, again, Canadian dollars, 1,300 and $1,900. Now, CV is something that we're going to discuss later on that will relate to your commissions, again, that you can earn, also some of the bonuses. So the brand partner comes with 100 CV, the lifestyle advisor 300, and the LA Plus also 300. Of course, the biggest difference was the discount, 20% with the brand partner, 30% discount for the lifestyle advisor, and of course the 30 plus instantly 10%, so a grand total of 37% for the lifestyle advisor plus. Here are the retail value of the shopping credits, and of course the wholesale value of the shopping credits, and also of course what you will see in Opulence currency for now is in place of the exit token. Until it does actually launch in the future, you will get exit tokens. And of course, your maximum starting off weekly residual commissions. And of course, the minimum monthly PV requirement, which is your monthly purchases required to, again, keep all of the volume from below you. And of course, your commissions. And to, if you want to unlock, of course, the Smart Buy discount, it does have to be $150 per month. So quick notes here for a brand partner to activate their email to earn commissions. They must mentor 2 level 1 partners to also achieve the brand partner status, who also generates the $75 monthly PV each. So if you're a brand partner, really simple, you get to introduce 2 other brand partners, okay? And that will now basically qualify you to earn, of course, your weekly commissions. And again, you want to have one on the left and one on the right team. We'll cover that a bit later on. But likewise, for the Lifestyle Advisor and the Lifestyle Advisor Plus email activation, the same thing. You want to mentor two level one partners. That means people that you personally introduce are your level one people to also achieve the Lifestyle Advisor status. So they don't have to be, LA plus if you're an LA plus, as long as they're just two LAs, one on the left team, one on the right team, who also generate 150 monthly PV each, that will now activate your email to start earning, of course, the commissions that we're going to cover down below. Now, we have different bonuses. Some of the bonuses you get even without activating your email. This really only refers to the residual income primarily and a few of the other bonuses. Okay, we'll cover that a bit later on. So really, there's three ways to Lifestyle Advisor from a brand partner. So let's say, for whatever reason, you started as a brand partner. Okay, and now you want to become a Lifestyle Advisor. The quickest way would be to go and purchase the Lifestyle Advisor package. So you simply have to purchase that Lifestyle Advisor package. Okay, again, that's the $1,300 package. And you receive all of the benefits, again, all of the things that come along with the Lifestyle Advisor package, such as the shopping credits, all that good stuff. Okay, and that will make you into a Lifestyle Advisor. The second way to go from brand partner to get to the Lifestyle Advisor is through the progressive way, progressively through building your business and generating 1,300 PGV. So PGV, by the definition chart at the very bottom of this document, stands for your personal group volume. What that means is all of the sales and the volume generated from your personal group, the people that you personally introduced. So let's look at this here. You launch as a brand partner. And again, anyone that is personally introduced by you, your personals, are your first generation team. And all of the purchases and sales in the CV value, including all of the launches and upgrades in the CV value, including all of the VIP shoppers and the new retail sales, the CV value, all that together is your PGV. So again, PGV is all the CV from your personal first generation activities. So let's say you introduced me and let's say 4 other people, there's 5 of us. Collectively, when the 5 of us generate basically 1,300 PGV, it will automatically, of course, upgrade you to a Lifestyle Advisor. So there's many ways of doing that. If I were to, for example, let's say you sponsored me and I launched a new LA. Well, one new LA, look at this, because I'm your first generation and I launched a new LA, that's 300 CV. So really, if you had like 5 people that you personally introduced that each also introduced an LA or an LA plus, then 5 times 300 would be 1,500. You get that free upgrade right away. Of course, it also includes what I buy for myself on my own email and what I sell to my customers. So all of that put together amongst all of your first generation, when added together to 1,300 PGV, you now get upgraded to, of course, a Lifestyle Advisor package. Again, you want to make sure that you can actually track this, by the way, because in our back office, we have a whole video on back office training, but under your performance center and your rank advancement sort of a link, you can see how much PGV you have accumulated so far on your way to 1,300 PGV, okay? And the third way to go from a brand partner to a Lifestyle Advisor is to sell your way there, sell enough products. So through your personal volume PV as a brand partner, you can upgrade for free when you generate 1,300 PV within your first 90 days. So again, every single product that you were to purchase, okay, from your email, every item will show you the retail price. Like when you log in, it'll also show you your own members pricing, and it will show you the PV that is also related to each product purchase. So every product has a PV also assigned to it. So you can tell, if FOL, for example, you can look at the PV is like 46 PV, you can divide, okay, well, 1,300 divided by, this 46 PV, how many bottles of FOL do I need to buy? But again, every item has its own PV. And by you, again, buying or selling, enough products essentially, 1,300 PV to be exact, you are also now going to be a lifestyle advisor. Now, this has to happen within your first 90 days. Okay. The number two way, there's no time frame, but the third way, it has to happen in your first 90 days. So, yeah, most people would just rather just purchase the LA package on day one. But again, just to recap, personal volume PV is generated from personal product or shopping credit purchase, which is calculated from the product's base price, again, referred to the individual product for PV value, again, on your back office when you log in and you're shopping on each item. Last but not least, there's two ways to become a lifestyle advisor plus from the LA package, from the brand partner package and from the LA package. So let's say that you are a brand partner and you want to get yourself up to the LA Plus package. Again, in order to do that, you must purchase the package outright. You must, again, pay $1,900 plus the fulfillment fees, okay, to go from brand partner to the LA Plus package. You, of course, will receive all of the usual, benefits that come with the LA Plus package, but that's what you have to do, okay? Now, however, if you are an LA and you want to upgrade to an LA Plus package, in this case, you simply are going to purchase the top up. So essentially, you will pay $650 to go from the lifestyle advisor to the LA Plus, and that's how you can become an LA Plus. And of course, that will allow you to tap into the variance bonus and fully maximize the compensation plan. Now, don't forget, right? The additional fulfillment fee applies to LA Plus email launches is again $65. So again, usually the best way to go to get to an LA Plus package is just to start there right away. But again, we do have this for those who just can't and they have to start at the brand partner packages. So that concludes our summary of the email packages and of course, how to upgrade. Now we move on to the retail profits and the wholesale profits. So one of the best things I love about Opulence, of course, is the retail profits. It's the first way to earn, and really with our products, especially with stuff like Fountain of Life, where it's priced so well, so effective. A lot of people make some fantastic income again just by selling the products. So the very first step to make profits in your Opulence global business is selling your products through your email. You can earn up to 59% profit on every product sold in your email by promoting your website in person, on social media, at trade shows, at hosting Opulence experiences, etc., and up to a 37% discount on your entire email. So again, whatever you're now purchasing, you're buying it at the 37% discount. And when you sell that, you can make that difference. And so, retail profit is calculated by, of course, your profit on the product divided by the cost, which works out to be about 59%. Any product that you personally buy and then sell helps you accumulate PV, personal volume, again, based on your lifestyle advisor in Canada product discount to qualify for certain achievements in your business. So, for example, let's say that we have this beautiful fairy swan ring. It's 950 Palladium, one of our company's special technologies and trademarks, and the retail price is $128. Well, your wholesale price is $89, and so you earn a profit of $38. Likewise, our amazing fairy microsilver protection toothpaste that's fluoride free and uses a crazy patent German technology called microsilver is $20.48. The wholesale price is $14.18, and so you'd earn $6.30 per toothpaste. And of course, for example, the Fountain of Life here retails for about $65.63. Your wholesale price is $45.94, and you can earn 19.69 again per bottle. Now, this is what happens if people were to purchase it directly from your website. But don't forget, when people purchase from your website, they also pay for shipping. So what a lot of people actually like to do is they like to order these products, for example, like the toothpaste or the Fountain of Life, and order at least a family pack, whereas you buy 12 bottles, you get one bottle free. The free bottle, again, more than covers the cost of the shipping to send those family packs to you. But what they do though is when you sell to your customers, you're still selling to your customers at the price that they would pay had they bought it online and paid for shipping. So to make a long story short, most people actually earn anywhere from $40 to $50 a bottle by selling Fountain of Life. Again, because they're buying it in bulk. They buy 12 to get one free, which again lowers their cost per bottle. They then sell it to their customers in cash or carry or some Square readers, a way to charge other clients or email transfer, whatever it might be. But again, they are charging the customers for the retail price plus the taxes and plus the shipping. And so a lot of times by doing it that way, you can earn a bit more, or quite a lot more, by you selling in person to your customers. Okay. However, for our example, we're going just to assume that the average profit is about $20 per item sold. Again, usually you should look at about $40, but to be conservative, we'll say $20 per item sold. So if you were to sell 5 items in a month, then at $20, you just made an extra $100 profit. If you sold 10 items, you would have made $200. And if you were to sell 100 items or 100 bottles of FOL per month, then that's $2,000 per month of extra income. And a lot of people, again, are having great results in just retailing these products because, again, they're very, very effective and cost effective too. And again, however, if you were to be able to sell 200 bottles, for example, per month, that's almost 4,000 or really 8,000 per month again, because if you sell cash and carry, you can make a lot more. So again, all profit margins are approximate and may vary from country to country, but one of the most powerful things that I like to always remind people is that in any kind of business, you always want to make sure you have retail sales going on. So if a business model is primarily only focused on just recruiting, it's not as healthy as a company that you have new partners launching, but you have even more sales being made to retail customers. So again, I'm so proud that in Opulence, because our products are so cost effective and they're so powerful, they work so quickly, that a lot of people make some fantastic part-time income or full-time income just by, again, selling the products. And that's for the retail profits. The next part is for the wholesale profits. And this is where every time you were to introduce a new partner who gets started as a brand partner, a lifestyle advisor, or a lifestyle advisor plus, because these packages come with product and you're the one who basically sold that package that contained product, you also earn a one-time bonus, like a cash bonus into your e-wallet that we call a wholesale profit. So as a brand partner, if you were to introduce another brand partner, you would earn $25. However, if you were a lifestyle advisor or LA Plus doing the exact same thing, also launching a brand partner, instead of $25, you earn $50. Next, if you're a brand partner introducing a lifestyle advisor, you earn $100. But get this, if you're a lifestyle advisor or LA Plus launching a lifestyle advisor, you earn $300. And last but not least, if you're a brand partner launching a lifestyle advisor plus, you earn $150. But the exact same effort, if you were a lifestyle advisor or LA plus, launching an LA plus, you earn $350. So that's why we're saying before that if you want to maximize your earning potential, then you want to start at the lifestyle advisor, or better yet, the lifestyle advisor plus package. Now, a quick note here is that let's say someone starts as a brand partner and then upgrades through the ways we mentioned before to a lifestyle advisor or lifestyle advisor plus. Note that the difference in wholesale profits are applicable to upgrades within the first 30 days of launch. So if you launch someone as a brand partner and within 30 days, that brand partner becomes an LA or an LA plus through, again, the ways above of purchasing. They actually have to purchase the actual LA or LA plus package. Okay. So there has to be a cash payment. It can't be like a free upgrade. Then the difference between 150 and 350 or 100 and 300 will be paid to you again if it happens within the first 30 days of that person when they got launched. Okay. And so that explains the retail profits and the wholesale profits. And now we move on to the plan. And of course, what we're talking about is Opulence Global's residual income. And this by far was one of the most attractive features to me was how this plan works, how it pays to infinity, on both legs. And again, one of the most great things to note really about Opulence Global's compensation plan is that we're really well balanced. We have amazing, really high, retail profits, really high wholesale profits. Again, now we have the amazing, huge residual income that everyone wants to build up for the long term. And of course, we have amazing other bonuses. But let's dive right into this. So in Opulence Global, we have the binary cycle structure. So really quick note, in compensation plans in the industry, you typically have four different kinds of models: the unilevel, the matrix, the stair-step breakaway, and of course the binary cycle structure. My personal preference amongst these four is I always want to find a compensation plan that is at the very least a binary system because it's the only one that actually pays to infinity, usually equally from your first level, first generation, all the way down to infinity. But let's just go into this slowly here. So in Opulence Global, you can earn up to 8.5% on your entire organization to infinity. The Opulence Global Revolutionary Infinity Compensation Plan is like no other. The binary commission is the most lucrative part of our compensation plan, offering lifelong residual income to our active partners. Opulence Global's total payouts is 60% plus perks. So quick note, what that means is that for every dollar the company receives, it will reserve 60 cents of that dollar in paying the residual commissions and roughly another 10% and more in other perks. So that's a really high payout for a network marketing company. I've seen 30%, 40%. We are at 60 plus perks. So what happens here is that all commissionable volume, CV, generated from email launches, organizational online product purchases, and monthly smart buys are contributed to the total commission cycle requirement. In other words, from the very first two people right below you, all the way down to infinity, every single time an email launches or there's online product purchases, again, from these emails or to their customers, and all of their monthly smart buys, that all adds together to CV. And you get paid on CV. So the CV can be split 1/3 left, 2/3 right, 50-50, or 2/3 left and 1/3 right between both teams all the way down to infinity. The plan does not have cycle overages. So to back it up here, some plans I've seen in binaries, they only pay you, for example, 10% on the weaker leg. And I don't even like those plans, even though they're binary, because you're only getting paid on your smaller leg or on one of your organizations. That means that your bigger leg or your bigger organization where more sales are happening, you're not actually getting paid on. So I always want to find a plan that is like a binary structure, pays to infinity, but it must pay on both legs. Okay. And that's what we have in Opulence Global. But also, we don't have cycle overages. What does that mean, really quickly? So, some plans, let's say, because there's different ranks, and in our plan, let's say you start off as a lifestyle advisor or lifestyle advisor plus. So, your weekly commission at the moment is $1,000 per week. But let's say you had a great week and you actually could have earned $1,500 or $2,000 that week. So you were at your current rank, you could earn $1,000 per week, but you actually earned $2,000 that week. What happens to the extra 1,000? In so many other companies in network marketing, they actually will deduct the volume to pay the 2,000. They only pay you 1,000, and the other 1,000 is gone. You lost it. It was an overage. It was an overage of what you could have earned. So that extra 1,000, the company took it from you. That actually happens, by the way. In our company, we don't have cycle overages. So if you are a lifestyle advisor and you can earn $1,000 per week, but you had enough CV to earn $2,000 per week that week, what happens is our company only takes the CV required enough to pay you the 1,000. The other CV that would have paid you the other 1,000 to make 2,000, we don't touch that CV. It stays in your organization until when? Until the following week. So the following week, again, depending on how much you're earning, but what our whole point is, we don't ever take any CV or any dollar from you that you could have earned. There's no cycle overages. We only take what's enough to pay you at 1,000. So let's say next week you have an extra 1,000, but let's say in week 2 you made $500. Now you have 1,500, right? Again, it only takes enough CV to pay you the 1,000, and the extra 500, that CV that would have paid you that 500, it remains to the following week. And it's continuous. So that's what I love so much about our plan. So again, the unused volume will be carried over to the following week and the following week, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The accumulated volume will not be flushed as long as the minimum monthly PV maintenance is met. That's why as long as you have set up your smart buy to be safe and it's a monthly 150 PV, you are always going to keep every single volume that can pay you to your current rank. All right, that's really important. So in terms of the CV push-up, so essentially CV is always based upon the PV. Okay, so the PV is every item that you're going to go and purchase, you will see there's retail price, wholesale price, your member's price, or the SC price, shopping credit price, and you'll see the PV value. So how do you know how much CV you get on which item? Here is the chart breakdown. It's simple. It's 46% on everything. So any item, whether it's fashion, personal care, health, or even shopping credits, okay, if it's shopping credits and you pay 150, then 46% will be your CV. If you're looking at Fountain of Life, for example, and the PV is $46, then it's 46% of the PV of 46, which is 21.15. But anyways, my whole point though is it's very easy to calculate CV. It's based upon 46% of the PV value of that item. All right. And so again, here's a chart that just reminds you that when you have volume, you have volume on both legs, right? So you can't have one leg with nothing and the other leg with like millions of volume. You still have to have a bit of a balancing because legally wise, you can in any sort of network marketing plan, you must have at least two teams. Otherwise, imagine you can't just pay on one team because it would just overpay and the system would actually break. So at the very least, you have a 1/3, 2/3, 50/50, and a 2/3, 1/3. Again, it pays to infinity. Now, exactly how does it pay? Here is the weekly cycle CV milestones. So what happens here is every single week, we will look at how much CV do you have that week. And the cutoff time is every Sunday at midnight. So every Sunday, when it hits like 11:59 p.m., okay, that's the cutoff date. So in that week, if you had 900 CV, and then 900 cannot be 0 on one side and 900 on another side. You had 300 left, 600 right, or 450, 450, or 600 left and 300 right. That adds together, this exact combination add together to 900 CV. Well, if you were a lifestyle advisor, okay, it would pay you 5%, which is $45. So LA on your monthly 150. Now, we don't really have this, but if you were to be an LA paying a monthly 75 PV, then you would earn $25. And if you were a brand partner with the monthly 75 PV, you would earn $15. So really, again, it makes more sense to become a lifestyle advisor because again, the payout is just it's just huge. It's a huge difference between a brand partner or an LA on 75 PV and an LA on 150 PV. But likewise, most companies only have one cycle requirement. I know another company, for every 900 CV, they only pay you $35. But here's a cool thing. In our system, every week, if you can have more CV that week, it will raise your payout. So imagine you had 1,800 CV, which is double the 900. Well, in our case, instead of getting paid double the 45, which is 90, you're actually getting $100. So again, for 1,800 CV, if your breakdown is 600 left, 1,200 right, or 900, 900 left and right, or 1,200 left and 600 right, then for every 1,800 CV, you get $100, which is 5.5% payout. You can see here it's $60 for an LA on 75 PV, and brand partner is $33 on 75 PV. So it just makes much more sense to becoming the lifestyle advisor package. And again, we want to keep encouraging people to try to work with their teams to have more CV each week. If in that week, instead, you had 3,600 CV with these exact combinations, 1,200, 2,400, 1,800, 1,800, or 2,400, 1,200, at 6.1%, you're earning $220. So again, if we only had one cycle payout, which is every 900 pays 45, well, 3,600 is 4 times the amount of 900, and your payout would only be $180, right? This times 4. But with our model, the more CV you have and the longer you remain in business, now the higher your payout, 220 instead of $180. And last but not least, at our fourth level, if in 1 week you had 5,400 CV with these exact combinations, 1,800 left, 3,600 right, or 2,700 left and right, or 3,600 left and 1,800 right, you now have a 7.4% payout, which is $400, and you reach what's called the power cycle. So if you have 5,400 CV, that is what we call the power cycle. And the power cycle, again, is where you get $400, which is 7.4%, plus an extra $60 in what we call the marketing allowance privilege, okay? The MAP. And so grand total, you have $460, and that's how we calculate this 8.5%, because 5,400 at 8.5% is $460. But again, you can see here, right, being the lower packages, it's almost a double difference in payout. So again, we highly recommend for everyone to become a lifestyle advisor. So one common question is, well, what happens if in 1 week, let's say you had 10,000 CV? Which level do we pay you at, correct? Or which level does the company pay you at? Well, it's simple. The company starts at looking for the highest amount that they can pay you. So at 10,000 CV, well, for sure they can pay you at 5,400. So you make $460. Then you have 4,600 remaining, right? So 10,000 less 5,400. You still have in that same week 4,600 remaining. Well, we look at what's the next highest we can pay you. Well, that's level 3. It then pays you at level 3, 3,600. You get another $220. So in 1 week, it will pay you as many times as possible to your weekly cap, depending on your rank. Again, you don't lose anything because if you don't earn it, it stays for the following week. But it starts from the highest payout, level 4, and it works its way down to level 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so you can earn multiple cycles in the same week. Now, if in 1 week you had 10 times the amount of 5,400, which is 54,000, then it would pay you 10 times this amount, which is 4,600. Again, depending, as long as you have that rank that can earn you that, 5,000 in a week rank. And you'll see that later on. But the cool thing is, again, you never, ever lose any CV, any dime in Opulence Global's plan. Now, again, one thing that all binary plans have to have is where if the total binary commission payout were to exceed 60%, then the binary commission payout is normally reduced proportionally across the board to bring the total back down to 60%. So for example, let's say the company made $1 million this week. Again, just hypothetical, right? And 60% is what is reserved in paying the binary commissions. We talked about that up here, the 60% payout. So $1 million came in, the company can pay out 600,000 in binary commissions. But let's say that, again, it's not very often this happens, but it might. But let's say this week the payout was supposed to be $610,000. So many people made money that the payout was going to be $610,000. Well, what happens is instead of everyone earning this criteria, okay, 45, 100, 220, or 400, everyone gets the same proportion reduced so that we bring the payout from $610,000 back down to $600,000 or 60%. And every binary plan has to have that. But again, it doesn't happen very often, but it has to be there. And we want to make sure that we, of course, mention it because it's part of every binary plan. So, of course, that now covers what we call the binary cycle structure and the plan. Now, again, we mentioned before about the marketing allowance privilege that comes with the power cycle, where every 5,400 in CB, you get paid $400 in cash commissions to your e-wallet, but you also earn an extra $60 in what we call the marketing allowance privilege. So what is that? Basically, Opulence Global recognizes that as in any business, there are times where you will have expenses while building your business from flights, hotels, meeting rooms, promotional marketing material, and of course, a lot more. The marketing allowance is designed to help you create a pool of funds that you can claim and reimburse these expenses. Marketing allowance funds can also be pooled together to support larger team marketing expenses. So what type of expenses are approved from the personal marketing allowance? Well, for example, your Opulence business tools, partial or full funding for attending Opulence events like event tickets, flights, hotels, boot camps, conferences, the cruises, that kind of stuff. Partial or full funding for hosting Opulence events for certified qualified trainers only, the QTs. You can share MAP funds with other qualified Opulence partners for Opulence approved expenses, or partial or full funding of team incentives and perks approved as well too. So in short, a lot of people who start to earn commissions in network marketing might not have the training, coaching, or discipline to put aside funds that are really required to help you to build your business. I mean, every business has funds that are used for marketing, promotional marketing, and you have to budget some of your income for that. And so Opulence here helps you to create a pool that is meant for these funds here as well too. And so it's a really amazing system where all of our leaders, all of our partners love it. And again, you will use it for sure. And so again, we do have a separate training, of course, in our YouTube channel for Opulence Global that is only about MAP. And of course, we have so much training, by the way, on every topic I'm talking about today in much more detail. But again, you can find that training if you want more details, again, on the YouTube channel for Marketing Allowance Privilege for Opulence Global. And that covers the MAP program. All right, so now let's take a look at how does the plan actually work in a very simple example over 2 weeks. So here's an example of how it can all kind of break down. And so here we have team commissions week 1. And let's see what happens in week 1. So in week 1, you, which is right in the middle here, introduced one lifestyle advisor, Bob, on your left, okay, as a regular LA, and then one lifestyle advisor plus LA plus Mary on your right. And then that same week, Bob also introduced Jane as an LA plus on his left. Okay, so that's what happened this week. So taking a look at that, let's look at what would be your payout in week 1. So from the wholesale profit, again, because you introduced Bob as an LA, you would have earned this $300 wholesale profit. You also introduced Mary as an LA plus on the right, and the LA plus wholesale profit would be $350. So far in wholesale profit, you have earned $650. But again, just to make a note here, when Jane was introduced by Bob, then Bob would have earned that wholesale profit of $350 because he was the one that introduced Jane as an LA plus. Okay, so that's for the wholesale profit. Now let's take a look at the team commissions. So in the team commissions, here you can see that, of course, when Bob and Mary each launch as an LA or LA plus, recall from the previous chart that all of the LAs and LA pluses have a CV of 300 CV. So I'm going to scroll back up here to show you really quickly what chart I'm talking about. In this top chart here, you can see here again the CV for LA plus and LA is both 300. Okay, so that's where I'm getting this number from, as we showed that earlier before. But again, going back down here now, so it's 300, 300, and 300 for Bob, Mary, and Jane. So that's why on the right side, the total volume so far is 300 from Mary. On the left side, the total is 300 plus 300 from Bob and Jane, which would be 600. Hence, we have 600 on the left, 300 on the right. And again, every Sunday midnight is when these commissions will be calculated. And usually by Tuesday evening, Toronto time, Eastern time, you will see your commissions. But anyhow, what's going to happen here in your volume reports, you can actually see this in your back office volume reports, that you'll see 600 being deducted from the bigger side, 300 from the smaller side to make up that 900. And again, we covered this in our earlier examples of how the team commissions work. So I'm just going to scroll back up here. Right here, you can see that combination of 600 and 300 to make the 900. And of course, your payout would be $45. So that's how we got this $45. And again, we use the volume exactly. So there's $0 carry over for next week, 0 and 0. So again, you made $650 in wholesale profits, $45 in team commissions for a total week one payout of $695. That's a pretty great first week of the business, right? Now, of course, don't forget, whenever you launch a new LA, you will also earn the Opulence points of 15,000 per new LA or LA plus. That's a grand total of 30,000 Opulence points. Okay, so likewise for Bob, again, he earned that wholesale profit of $350 as well as the 15,000 Opulence points. So that's week number one. Okay, now let's look at team commissions week two. And in week two, what happened was again that Bob here had then introduced one LA, Tim, on his right, and then Mary had introduced one new LA, Ken, on the left, and one new LA plus, John, on the right. Okay? And beyond that, you then also had introduced Amy as an LA on your right-hand side. Now, one quick thing to notice here, and why I love about the binary system, is because you already have Bob on your left and you have Mary on the right, when you want to add a third person, you don't go and create a third leg. You actually go and place it below Bob or Mary. So either on your far left or your far right. So you're actually helping your team as you build more people into your organization. It's called like the stacking effect or the overspill. Okay, so again, Amy here, who's your third person, you decided to put it on the far right, which now you'll see later on can benefit John, Mary, yourself, and of course, everyone all the way to the top. Now, looking at the new activity, let's take a look at your week two payout summary. So for you, because you introduced Amy on your right, and you put it at the bottom, of course, Amy, then because she's in LA, your wholesale profit was $300. You also, of course, in team commissions earned another $45. Now, how does that work? So taking a look at the total new volume on your left-hand side, because don't forget, Bob and Jane was there last week. So this week, the new volume on your left side is from Tim, and that's 300 CV. So 300 over here. Again, the 0 and 0 is just the leftover from the previous week, okay? So the new stuff is 300 on the left. On the right side, your new volume, well, you have Ken's 300, you have John, the LA plus, that 300, and you have Amy 300. So there's 300 times 3, which gives us a total of 900. So 900 on the right and 300 on the left. So again, based upon how our cycles work, which we went over before, on this combination, it's going to take 300 on the left and take 600 on the right. That makes 900. and it's going to pay you that $45 team commissions. Now, this week is a bit different because you can see here, we have some volume left over. On the left side, your carryover volume is 0 because we used up all of the 300. But on the right-hand side, your carryover volume is 300 because 900, we use the 600, and you have 300 remaining. And one of the great benefits of Opulence Global's compensation plan is that all of that carryover volume keeps rolling forward week after week after week. Okay, so your total week 2 payout is 300 plus $45, which is $345. And again, you now, because you have reached what's called the first rank, called Lifestyle Director 1 or LD1. Okay, so again, in the first week, you had launched 2 people, Bob and Mary. And this week, Bob now has his 2, and Mary has her 2. So when your 2 get 2, you'll see later on, that becomes LD1. Again, with that, what happens here is you got 25,000 bonus Opulence points for reaching LD1. And because you introduced Amy, you also earned 15,000 Opulence points for a grand total of 40,000 Opulence points, which is roughly $400 of, again, fashion products there. So again, you reach the rank of Lifestyle Director 1. And because you reach LD1 within your first month, you are now Fast Start bonus qualified, and we cover more of that down below. But what happens is if you reach LD1 in your first month, they double your monthly commissions. If you reach LD1 in your first week, they triple it. But in this case, you reached it after your first week, so in your first month. So if you look at what you made in residual commissions so far, you made $45 here and $45 in week 2. So far you made $90. That would be double to $180. Now, of course, we haven't gone to week 3 and week 4 yet, so there could be a lot more that you're making, but as of now, they would have doubled your 90 up to $180. At the same time, now, if you were to be qualified for the MGRS bonus, all right, now you're going to receive 2 shares. And so that means just, again, another doubling of your income, of the MGRS share income. And beyond that, if you were to generate $250 in PV that month, because now you're LD1, you also qualified for the variance bonus, which would pay you another $150. Again, this will cover a bit later on. But we just want to show you what's really possible to happen in your first week or 2 weeks in the business. Okay, now one thing that's really important to notice here as well is to also take a look at what is your team making. Because again, on the first week, we pointed out that Bob also earned 350 plus 15,000 Opulence points. Well, this week, again, Bob would have also earned another wholesale profit from introducing Tim. But Mary here would have made the same commissions you would have made in week 1 because she just did what you did in week 1. So it's important that, of course, that your team partners also make commissions as well too. Now, some quick last-minute notes here, before we move on, is that note number 1, there's infinite carryover amount. So some companies will limit on how much volume you can carry over week to week to week. They might cap you at, I don't know, 1 million, for example, or they might not have any carryover. We have an infinite carryover amount. So we never take any single volume that has been generated in your business. We don't believe that's fair. So we give you and keep you everything that you have in your team. Note number 2, there's no flushing of this volume as long as the minimum monthly PV is met. Again, people are going to be ordering their monthly 150 in shopping credits or in their products. So of course, you would always keep that volume. Note number 3, the binary commission activation. So again, for this to qualify you to earn commissions, again, you personally will be generating 150 in PV yourself and have a level 1 partner who generates 150 in monthly PV in both teams. So one on the left and one on the right. That's how you stay qualified for your weekly commissions. And of course, you are qualified for the Fast Start bonus by rank advancing within 30 days of launching. That's for the Fast Start bonus. Okay, and that concludes what happens in week number 2. Now, of course, it's now time to look at the power of the binary because as time goes on, we went over week 1 and week 2, but of course, as further weeks progress and perhaps a few years and in more years, you can imagine the size of your team that will start to grow. And that's why we want you to understand and discover the power of the binary system. You're working for yourself, but not by yourself. So the benefits of a binary plan is that every partner and their VIP shoppers in your organization all contribute to your growth, not just the ones that you personally introduced to the business. So it's not just you, it's who you introduced, their VIP shoppers, and the partners that they introduce, and their partners that they introduce, and their VIP shoppers. So it's everyone essentially in your organization, whether they're your partners or the customers of those partners. And the CV can be split one-third, two-third, 50-50, or two-third, one-third between both of the teams down to infinity. The plan does not have any cycle overages, which means that, for example, there's not any amount of cycles that you cannot essentially earn. Like, for example, if you were supposed to earn $10,000 this week, but because you're at your current rank, you're allowed to earn 5,000 per week. We don't just flush the other 5,000. We actually leave it. Those are called overages of your cycles. We don't take that other 5,000 you would have made and remove the volume. The company only takes what it needs to pay you the 5,000. The other 5,000, because there's no cycle overages, it stays in the volume for the next week and the next week and the next week. So you never lose a dollar of the volume that's generated in your teams. The unused volume will be carried over to the following week, and the cumulative volume will not be flushed, again, as long as the minimum monthly PV maintenance is met, which is your monthly smart buy or ordering of products of 150 for the LA and LA Plus or 75 for the brand partner. Now, the chart below demonstrates the aspect of residual income generated when the partners and their VIPs in your organization generate just 150 in PV. So what we're looking at here in this chart is the number of partners and or the VIP shoppers, and all they're doing is paying 150 per month in products. Now, most people actually order more than that. Very few a bit less, because you want to get 2-3 bottles of FOL. That's going to be easily 150, not including your toothpaste and your shampoo, conditioner, body washes, skincare, your lotions, your sprays, and of course the fashion lines, right? So again, this chart does not include the wholesale profits, the retail profits, the volume from packages, additional purchases or sales generated from the website, or any other bonuses like the variance bonus. It's just strictly on your partners and their customers having a monthly 150 of product purchase, right? So you can see here, based upon, 2 becomes 4 becomes 8, 16, 32. Well, I have 14 people at 150 PV. And again, based upon PV, the CV value, as we mentioned earlier above, is always going to be 46% of the PV. So 46% of 150 is 69 CV, and 14 times 69 gives you 966, which will pay you about $45. At 27 partners and their VIP shoppers, you'll have $100 of, this is like income per month, right? So again, to get to 80-ish people and to have a monthly residual income of $460 is fantastic. I mean, that's a great way of building up residual income. Like, I think $500 per month-ish, roughly, can do a lot for a lot of people, because it's monthly income that comes in without you having to work for it again. At 183, you're now over $1,000 per month in residual income. And, when you have 800 plus people, you have a $5,000 a month of residual income. And at 1,700-ish, VIP shoppers and partners, you got over 10 grand per month. And so this is the really powerful thing to look at, because again, we do have a lot of great bonuses when you first get started, retail profits, wholesale profit, the MGRS, the car bonuses and the variance bonuses. But this is more about the long-term longevity, right? Working for 2 to 5 years and being able to build up a solid residual income that can, in often cases, allow you to walk away from your job, for example. So some of the key highlights of our company is the following. Number one, there's no volume cap. So that means, again, that as week after week, if you have a lot of volume, for example, in one leg, that there's no cap on how much volume you can carry over week after week. Some other companies will say, well, the most you can carry over is like $1 million per week. We have unlimited carryover. Um, Number two, again, there's infinite carryover of that volume. So again, it might sound like the same thing. The first one is more about in week to week, is there a cap on how much volume you can have? But number two is saying whatever you have can carry over infinitely, like week after week after week. Some might say you can carry over for 2 to 3 or 4 weeks or a month at most. We have an infinite lifelong carryover. Okay. Of course, it pays to infinity. A lot of plans like to cut you off after a few levels or generations. I personally never like those kind of plans because you're not really benefiting on everything that you generate in your whole entire organization. There's going to be cutoffs or there's like restrictions. None of that happens here in Opulence. We have a binary variable plan, which means that you can have that, imbalancing of the legs or perfect balancing. It's variable, so it pays you on all those combinations: two-third, one-third, 50-50, or one-third, two-third. Number five, there's no quotas. Like some companies will say you have to launch, this many partners per month or generate this much sales volume, like way above, the typical, your own personal expenditure, like $1,000 of product purchase, or you have to launch a new partner. All these quotas to receive your basic residual income. In our company, there's no quotas. Like there's no, like once you activate your binary center by having one left and one right, and they're on their 150 and you're on your 150, you can keep earning your residual income for the rest of your life. There's no additional quotas you have to meet to make your residual income. Number six is really important, equal payout ranks. What that means is that in some companies, depending on your rank, you might earn a higher cycle. So what that means in our company is whether I'm a lifestyle director four, as I am right now, and you could be brand new in the company and launch as a lifestyle advisor or LA plus. If me and you each have 5,400 CV, we each earn the exact same amount, $460. So in other companies, what happens is the higher the rank you have, the more you make. So it might let me make 460, but if you're a brand new LA, maybe at 5,400, it only pays you like half the amount. So that's what we mean by these payout ranks depending on your rank. In our company, we believe that if you're brand new and you work just as hard as someone else who's higher up ranked than you are, you have the same volume, then you deserve to get the same payout. Hence, the equal payout ranks amongst the ranks. It's an equal payout. And number seven, of course, is no deranking. So this is quite detrimental. And we have a whole training on what we call the composition plan pitfalls. It's available on YouTube. You can go look for it. But really quickly to summarize, it means that as you go up the rank, you can't go down in ranks. Some companies you can actually advance rank and go up the ranks, but it's very dangerous because you can also come down. And when you come down, it's a very demotivating feeling. Of course, it can demotivate your team. It has a huge chain effect. For example, someone who's below you that you required them to have a higher rank, if they derank, I've seen it happen where a lot of people in the chain they all come down together. That doesn't happen here. We have no deranking. Okay, and that covers a little bit of our composition plan highlights. All right, so next we have the MGRS bonus, also known as the monthly global revenue sharing bonus. Now, the monthly global revenue sharing allows you to tap into the entire world sales revenue every calendar month. In other words, the company takes a portion of their revenue globally and divide it amongst the people who can qualify for it. And there are three ways of qualifying for this bonus. Now, in terms of how much you get for the bonus, it depends on your status. So if you are a lifestyle advisor or LA plus, you can actually earn one share. So even as a brand new partner, unlike some companies where they, require you to have a much higher rank to unlock this bonus, here at a very basic lifestyle advisor, you can already tap into this global revenue sharing. However, as a lifestyle director one, okay, the very first rank, you have two shares, which is a doubling. And as a lifestyle director two or higher, they all get three shares. And so the amount that you're getting per share really depends month to month on, of course, the revenue and how many people that actually qualify. But generally speaking, we've seen it go from at least $100 per share, give or take, up to even 200 or even $300 per share. But I think on average, to be safe, $100 per share would be sort of, I guess, the average if you want to put it that way. So 100, 200, $300 of extra cash bonus at the very minimum every single month for qualifying. Now, there are three ways of qualifying for this bonus. And the standard method is where you want to maintain your own, again, monthly 150 PV, and that you've already done essentially. You also want to launch one new lifestyle advisor, which also includes the new LA Plus. You also want to have $200 of new retail sales. So what that really means is that in the past, you had to have a new customer with a new email address that bought retail from your website. That's not being updated so that it can be the same retail customer you had in the past, but they just made a new purchase. So the NRS or the new retail sale just means any VIP, old or new, as long as they made a new purchase that month that you're trying to qualify for the bonus. And it's $200 retail. And of course, 750 BQB. Now, we're going to take a look at again really quickly what is this BQB? Because BQB, going down to the definitions list in the glossary of this document, which is at the very bottom, BQB again stands for Business Qualifying Volume. And the simple way of thinking about BQV, the way that I like to explain it, is it's the CV that you basically generate. So any CV that you generate. So for example, when you have new retail sales, in other words, someone that's buying from your website, of course, because you are the one who's selling the product off of your website, well, every time that someone buys anything from your website, you also generate CV. Okay, so the CV value of a new retail sale. Also, whenever you personally launch a new email or you have someone else that upgrades. So when you launch, for example, a new LA or LA Plus, recall that there's 300 CV. Well, this also counts as 300 BQB. So you actually get both. When you launch a new LA or LA Plus, that is somewhere in your left or right leg, you have 300 CV that goes up for the team commissions that we covered before, but you also get 300 BQB towards the BQB towards the bonuses. Upgrades count as well too, and also whatever you were to purchase yourself. So if you were to buy more products for yourself, then 50% of that would also be counted as CV. So again, CV is always 46% of the PV. So in other words, whatever you bought for yourself, if it's 100 PV, well, half of it counts, so just 50 PV, and then 46% of the 50 PV would be your BQB. Okay, so again, BQV is counted every single month. So in other words, what you need here is 750 of BQV. So if you were to launch two LAs, that's 300 CV times two, which is 600 CV or 600 BQV. And if you had a bit more NRS, which is the new retail sales, that could quickly make up for the remaining 150 BQV that you need. So what I've seen most often, the fastest way is you launch two LAs or LA pluses, and you sell a family pack or about 8, 9 bottles to a retail client, and now you qualified again for your MGRS, okay? Or you launch one LA and one LAP, and you sell roughly about 2 family packs, and that will again qualify you for the MGRS. So that's how you get the 750 BQV. And again, most of this stuff, people have already had. And don't forget, when you launch a new LA, it's already contributing to that BQV. When you have 200 NRS, that's also contributing to your BQV. So usually we say whenever you have launched a new LA or LA Plus, to make sure you check your performance center, because most likely you're really close to getting this MGRS bonus. Especially if you're LD1 or LD2 and higher, you're getting double the shares or triple the shares. It's really worthwhile to look at your performance center. And again, if you're never ever sure, just ask your My5. The next method is called the momentum pack method. So this one here is for people who just, want to make it simple, and they do move a lot of products. And so the momentum pack is where you purchase the momentum pack, which is about 50 bottles of FOL, plus you get some bonus shopping credits and some bonus, ultra shopping credits. So in short, you can get almost like 60 plus bottles of Fountain of Life when you buy this package. But that package instantly generates 2,500 PV. So instead of having to do all the previous things in the standard method, if you simply purchase the momentum package, you automatically qualify for the MGRS. Again, depending on your status, LA, LD1, or LD2, you would get the equivalent amount of shares. And the third method of qualifying for the MGRS is called the personal volume method. So, as long as you can generate 2,500 PV by making personal products or shopping credit purchases in a calendar month, that also qualifies. So whether it's the momentum pack that has 2,500 PV or it's worth 2,500 PV, or of course you go for the personal volume method, it all counts 2,500 PV. All right, and that's how you can qualify for the monthly global revenue sharing. Okay, now we move on to the Lifestyle Advisor Personal Team Bonus. So what happens here is that as a Lifestyle Advisor, you also receive a personal team bonus from all of the personal purchases of your first generation brand partner after they launch. So don't forget that between the Lifestyle Advisor and the brand partner, there's a difference in discount of about 10%, right? So Lifestyle Advisor, you get 30% discount. And again, as a brand partner, there's a 10% discount. So if they were to go and buy the shopping credits, the bonus is paid when they redeem in that particular order. So in other words, if they were to go and buy, for example, Fountain of Life or any of the products, because they made that purchase already, okay, then because they're paying 10% more for that order, that extra 10% doesn't go to the company's pocket, it actually goes into your pocket. But in the event that that brand partner buys shopping credits, which is again, the credits has not been redeemed yet, then only when they redeem that particular shopping credit, then that 10% is paid out. But in short, you do always essentially earn the difference every single time that they are buying products, right? That extra 10% goes back to you. So if you happen to introduce a lot of brand partners, which is not always a bad thing. Right? I know everyone likes to have lifestyle advisors that they introduce, but if you do introduce, brand partners because that's what worked best for them, that's okay because now again, every time those brand partners go and buy products, then of course you're earning that extra 10%. So if every single month or every few months they're constantly ordering products, again, because they're paying that extra 10% because they have a lesser discount, that 10% does go into your pocket as well too. Okay, so this only happens, of course, after they launch and as they start ordering products after they launch. So it doesn't apply to when they first launch. It's after they launch, and as they start to buy more products in the future, that's when you get the actual 10%. Okay, and of course, the last part here is the fast start and mentorship bonus. And what's really amazing is that you can earn up to $100,000 in bonus by rank advancing within the compulsory time frame. So what happens here is that if you can reach the status of Lifestyle Director 1 or LD1, if that happens from the day that you launch, if you reach LD1 in the first 7 days, then what happens here is that you have a tripling of that month's qualifying binary commission. So whatever you make basically in your first month, okay, you will get a tripling of those commissions. Now, if you were to reach LD1 in the first 30 days, then you receive a doubling of that month's commissions. Again, up to $1,000. So if you made $300 in your first, month, and you reach that in the first 7 days, then you'd receive $900. Or if you made, $600, then whatever the bonus is given to you, it gets matched up to $1,000 maximum. So if you made 1,000, you get 1,000. Okay, if you made 1,200, you still get 1,000. So the next part is if you reach Lifestyle Director 2 or LD2, again in the first 7 days or 30 days, you would get a tripling again in your first 7 days up to $2,000 on again the qualifying month's binary commission. So the month that you actually qualify that month, they'll look at what you made and triple it if you reach LD2 in your first 7 days. Or if it's in your first 30 days, they would look at the qualifying month that you qualified as LD2, which again is going to be your first 30 days, and double those commissions up to $2,000. All right. And LD3, if you reach that in the first 90 days of launching your business, okay, then they would actually double your binary commissions in the month that you qualified up to $5,000. Likewise, LD4 or Lifestyle Director 4, if you reach that in your first year of the business, they will double your qualifying month's binary commissions up to $10,000. And presidential lifestyle director, if done in your first 2 years, you'll get the doubling up to $50,000 of the month that you qualified. Okay. And of course, a royal lifestyle director, if it's done in your first 3 years of the business, they will double again the month that you qualified for the RLD, and match it up to $100,000. And so that's a really, really exciting start for a lot of people, which is called the fast start and mentorship bonuses. Now, the last part down here before we move on to other more again exciting bonuses is called the mentorship bonus. And what happens here is whoever that earned that fast start bonus, okay, 10% of that fast start bonus may be awarded to the enroller. Okay. So again, if you introduce someone who earned these fast start bonuses, okay, the company would do a 10% again of that fast start bonus again awarded to the enroller. Now, part or all of this mentorship bonus can be given to other parties if deemed appropriate. Again, compensated based on company's discretion. So what happens is we have some cases where perhaps your enroller might not be the one who actually really kind of guided you and helped you. Maybe they disappeared. Maybe they actually, for whatever reason, had left the company. Who knows what, right? Or they weren't really active. Well, then the company would look at, well, who's the person that really actually helped you to get to your new status and award that person instead. Okay, and that is called the mentorship bonus. Now we come to the very, very exciting new bonus that was just released not too long ago, earlier this year in 2023, and that's called the variance bonus. Now, this is a major leadership bonus on all Lifestyle Advisor Plus sales, so people who are launching as LA Pluses, and it's designed to specifically to boost the incomes of our qualified lifestyle directors. These are the people who are like moving and shaking, they're advancing ranks, and it's really meant to help them to have even more income because these lifestyle directors who reach these ranks here, oftentimes they get so busy supporting their teams that perhaps they're not really doing their own, retail sales or their own sponsoring, and all their attention is being driven towards their team. Well, we want to make sure that, of course, they're still getting paid some great bonuses to allow them to keep on working hard with their teams. And so the variance bonus, VB for short, is generated from every LA Plus sale and divided amongst the qualified lifestyle directors of that month within their organization. So, in other words, let's take a look at, first of all, what's required. So, every time an LA Plus is launched, okay, of that LA Plus, what they're paying, $250 is going to be essentially put out to contribute to, look, 10 levels of sponsorship of bonuses. Okay. Now, for the LD1s and LD2s, okay, what you have to do here to qualify for this bonus, aside from being an LD1 or LD2, is to make sure that your monthly PV is 250. So not 150 PV, but 250 PV. And the LD3 and 4s, they also have to have a 250 PV plus be MGRS qualified. Okay. Now, the simple way to understand how this works is whenever a new LA Plus is launched, what the system will do is it's going to ask a question. It's going to ask, okay, well, who is the sponsor of this new LA Plus? And that first sponsor is going to receive $50. Then it's going to ask, well, who is the sponsor's sponsor? And that second sponsor receives $50. And then the third sponsor gets $50. The fourth and fifth each get 25, and the sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th each get $10. So in other words, every single time a new LA is launched, 10 of the qualified lifestyle director sponsors on the way up are going to receive an extra bonus. Okay. And that's really powerful because Again, you might introduce 20 people. That means when these 20 individuals each are launching LA pluses, you're going to be the second person to get these bonuses because of these 20 people you personally introduced. The system will ask, well, who's the sponsor? And those 20 people who each launch someone, well, they each are going to earn that first sponsor $50. But then it's going to ask, well, who are these 20 people's, these sponsors sponsor? And that's you. And you earn $50 for every single time your people introduce a new LA plus. But this goes basically, you can think of it as going down. Like, you have almost 10 generations going down, people launching as LA plus, and this bonus just flows up all the way to the top, right? How powerful is that? So again, the qualification for this is that, again, all partners who launched on or after February the 1st, 2023, you must launch or upgrade to be an LA plus. Okay, so you must be an LA plus to get this variance bonus. That's number one. Number two is all LD1s and 2s also have to generate 250 PV on the qualifying month because this bonus here is from like month to month, the first of the month to the last of the month. And in that month, you must generate 250 of PV. And this bonus gets paid out, of course, on the 15th of the following month, okay, after the cooling period is done. Number three, if you are lifestyle director 3 or 4, you must generate 250 of PV and also be MGRS qualified on that month to also get this variance bonus. Now, one question that comes up is, well, Renee, what if this third person here, for example, didn't qualify? Let's say they are an LD, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, but they didn't do the 250 PV or have their MGRS. What happens then, right? Well, it's simple. If the partner next in line does not meet the qualification, they will be skipped. Okay, so it just goes. So instead of this person getting 50, this person gets 50, the next 2 get 25, and the next 5 get 10. So it's going to pay out every single 10 of these people on the way up to the top. Okay, again, I mentioned it earlier, the bonus is deposited on the 15th of the following month. The variance bonus monthly payout cap. So in other words, as an LD1, what you can earn maximum in this bonus is up to $10,000 per month, which is huge. As an LD2, it's $15,000 per month. LD3, $25,000 per month, and LD4, $50,000 per month. Okay, so here's an example of what can happen. Is again, we have 9 generations starting at 0. That's you. So on the 0th generation, that's you. You have one person, and let's say you introduced 2 LA pluses. Well, if you launch 2 LA pluses, it's going to ask, well, who's the sponsor of these people? And that's you. You're the first gen. So you're going to receive $50 times 2, which is $100. Now, if in your first generation, there's now these 2 people, and those 2 each launch 2 each, now you have 4 people times $50 bonus is $200. And on your second generation, if those 4 people each launch 2, right, just the simple duplication here, then those 8 people times $50 is now $400. So you can see here, as you have duplication 2 get 2 get 2 get 2 get 2, you can see here that your income can become a bonus of 800, 1280, 2560, 5000, even $10,000 of extra bonus money as you're making your way up. Again, some people have way more than just 2 people they introduced. This is based upon you introducing just 2 people. Some might have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people. So you can really see how this can become a huge, huge, huge bonus in the future. And of course, that covers the variance bonus. Very, very exciting. Okay, now we move on to some of the other bonuses that we have at Opulence Global. And the first 2 are going to be the Opulence Car and Vacation Club. So Opulence Global values the dedicated partners who help us to be successful. And to say thank you and commend you on a job well done, we offer a 6-tier car options to our partners to drive their cars for free. And for those who meet the qualifications and do not wish to use the bonus towards a car, they may receive the amount in their vacation fund or free shopping credits the retail value almost doubled as an alternative. So again, later down below, you're going to learn again all about the ranks and how to reach LD1, 2, 3, 4, PLD, and RLD. But you can see here for the LD1's premium car is $500 per month. Again, if you don't want the car payment because you don't have a car, for example, or you don't need to drive, you could choose to get double the amount in shopping credits again at the retail value. Okay. The LD2 or the executive car is $750 per month or $1,500 in products. And by the way, some people actually will choose the products instead, buy it and just sell it for even and sell it, because really if you can buy those products and sell it, you're getting back about $1,000 versus $500, right? And so LD3, the luxury car, is at 1,000 per month or 2,000 in products. LD4 luxury plus car is 1,500 per month or 3,000 in products. The PLD exotic car is 2,000 per month or 4,000 in products. And of course, the RLD exotic plus car is 4,000 per month or $8,000 in products. So for those who can really push product sales, they would almost always choose to get the doubling in products, and just sell it and convert that back into twice the amount that they're getting compared to the actual car bonus. All right. And so down below, we also have, of course, the travel bonus. So, we believe that you work hard, you want to play hard, experience the world for free by advancing on your Opulence journey. Upon qualification, our partners may receive the Opulence travel bonus. So for the LD2, starting off, we have the cruise vacation, the LD3, the exclusive summit, the LD4 is the all-inclusive exotic vacation. Of course, the presidential lifestyle director, that's a first business class travel up to $20,000. And of course, for royal lifestyle director, the private jet travel up to $40,000. And beyond that, what's really exciting from getting these free trips, of course, is what we call the organizational revenue sharing. Here's where you can receive a matching bonus of the binary commissions of the entire organization until your level 1 reaches the same status as you. So how this works is you will get a matching bonus. You see up to $10,000 per month as a PLD, and you earn 0.5% until your next level 1. So from you all the way down to your next presidential lifestyle director. If you have none, then it's all the way down forever. You get a 0.5% matching of basically your binary team. Okay, again, up to $10,000 per month. And as a RLD, it's 0.5% till the next PLD and 1% until the next Royal Lifestyle Director. So just by getting there, it's going to be a huge extra bonus check, again, just for getting to that rank. And of course, we also have the Royal Lifestyle Director Fashion Bonus. So what happens here is you receive the prestigious Fairy President timepiece or a Fairy Marsh ring valued at $100,000 on the company absolutely for free. And there we have it for the Opulence Car and Vacation Club, as well as the organizational revenue sharing and the RLD Fashion Bonus. Okay, now we have reached the leadership program, and we do have, again, the different statuses or ranks that you can achieve. And again, for the purpose of this training, I'm really going to focus more on the LD1 and LD2. And that's because the LD3 and 4 kind of, and the royal and the presidential, they all kind of follow the same kind of structure. So I'll put more emphasis on the LD1 and LD2. And of course, you'll see how it does sort of repeat with the LD3 for, of course, the royal and presidential as well too. So here we go. So to reach the rank or status of Lifestyle Director 1, here are the qualifications, okay? First, you must be a lifestyle advisor, or of course the plus, generating $150 of PV to become full commission qualified. That's one thing you have to do, which is doing your monthly 150. That's very simple. The next part, of course, is to mentor 2 level 1 lifestyle advisors. Level 1 meaning people that you have personally introduced, so your first level, to then launch 2 lifestyle advisors each, who also generate $150 per month in monthly PV. So again, this is not, in other words, you have introduced 2 lifestyle advisors, and those 2 have also each introduced their own 2. So in the structure wise, you'll see down below, it looks like this. So you brought in two, that get two. And the last part it said was that it could be on the same side team. So perhaps your two level ones could have been, one on your left, one on your right. It could also have been one on your right and the second one on your right. So again, in terms of sponsorship, this person, even though they're about three levels down in terms of the binary structure, in reality, in terms of sponsorship, they are still your level one because you introduced them, but you put it on the right side, the same side as this other person. So they're both your level ones. And if these people each have their own two LAs each, then that would qualify you for the second point. And so once you have both of these done, you are now a lifestyle director one. Now, once you've gotten there, again, as I mentioned before, you cannot D-rank, but there is, of course, a status monthly maintenance. What you have to do on a monthly basis to keep this rank. Now, again, if you don't keep this rank, then what happens is you end up following the commissions as an LA. And quick note again, we don't have any, income capping or those sort of silly things. So whatever let's say you were supposed to make 1,500 this week, but let's say you didn't have this status monthly maintenance and you're only getting 1,000 per week. The other 500 stays in the system in the volume for next week. So you don't lose anything, all right? So that's a really cool key point about our system. However, the status monthly maintenance, what you have to do here is have $200 of new retail sales. So it just means that in the month that you're trying to qualify, so every month, you want to have at least $200 of retail sales. So someone, whether it's a new VIP or an existing VIP, along as some VIP makes a new purchase of $200 retail, and you have, of course, a total group volume of 2250 CV with a minimum of 750 CV on each team, which again, most people would already have that to get to LD1, or if not, you're pretty close to getting there. Then, of course, you would keep this monthly status. Now, again, your back office under the Performance Center, you can always track exactly where you are with the rank advancement section under the Performance Center. So once you do that, of course, your maximum weekly commissions will be $1,500, okay, plus additional bonuses. But now your weekly commissions from $1,000 as an LA has gone up to $1,500 per week, which is like $6,000 per month. Again, we mentioned earlier before about the fast track bonuses, where if you were to, again, reach LD1 in the first 7 days of your launching your business, you could triple that month's binary commissions up to $1,000. And if you were to do it in the first 30 days and reach LD1 in the first 30 days, they would double again the month that you qualify, which is again your first month, in this case, the first 30 days. They would double the commissions up to $1,000. Now, the other really exciting part about reaching LD1 is you can also now become car club qualified, and here are your car club qualifications. So now the premium car payment is up to $500 per month. And to get this, it's going to look quite similar to the MGRS bonus, the monthly global revenue sharing bonus that we talked about earlier. So to get this, number one, you have to launch a new LA. And beyond that, your total group volume will be 6,750 with a minimum of 2,250 on either side for a grand total of 6,750. You have $300 of NRS, which is a retail sale from a VIP. So it's a new retail sale from any VIP. And of course, 500 BQV, and boom, you get the extra $500. Now, let me remind you and to show you how close this is to the MGRS bonus. So here we have launch in LA, have some group volume, NRS, and BQV. If I go back up to the monthly global revenue sharing, look at this. Launch a new LA, $200 NRS instead of $300 NRS, 750 BQV, but the car bonus only requires 500 BQV. So there's a huge overlap. So a lot of people who qualify for the car will have qualified for the MGRS. If you qualify for the MGRS, you would have qualified almost for this car program. So that's a really cool ability to add a lot of income because that's $500 here. With 2 shares for the MGRS, it's at least $200 plus. So you're looking at about an extra $700 per month of extra income by doing this. Now, there's another way path to the car bonus, which is that you basically have 50 to 100 e-malls on 150 smart buy. So, of course, you also have $300 of NRS and you launch a new LA. So, this is for people that happen to have a lot of, personal e-malls on smart buy. And so just two different options, but I find a lot of people, of course, love this option, which is the first one, which is you just simply launch a new LA, group volume, the NRS, and the BQV, because again, that you would have gone from the MGRS as well too. All right. And so that's how the LD1 works. And this is a great place for a lot of people to get started. And it's a first reg. A lot of people have done it in the first few days of the business. And so it's a great way to get some extra cash into your pocket, but more importantly, to set yourself up for, again, 2 shares for the MGRS and of course the car club bonus as well too. Moving along down to, of course, some small points here. All new e-mall launches are exempt from the PV requirement for the first 21 days of launch. So what that means is that usually for you to reach LD1, don't forget, right? All these people here also have to have their monthly 150 in PV. But the thing is with our system is it's kind of nice because when you first launch your business as a lifestyle advisor or LA Plus, for example, the company doesn't make you also pay another 150 the same month that you get launched. So they kind of let you get started, and it's considered as PV qualified, meaning you can earn commissions, even without you having to pay your own 150. Because usually you have to pay your 150, and all your people pay their 150, right? So what happens is that for all new e-mall launches, they are exempt from this PV requirement for the first 21 days. In other words, it's possible you can reach LD1 in your first 21 days, even if all these people here have not yet paid their monthly 150, because again, they're PV qualified. All right. But of course, if you want to reach LD1 in like future months, say 5 months from now, for example, then yes, all these people here would have had to pay that monthly 150. Okay. So you're kind of exempt from it for the first 21 days of you and them launching. So it really depends on when you achieve this structure, and let's see if it's still in all of these people's first 21 days. Because maybe you launch, these two in the first week, these three in the following week, and this person, just before the 21 days, then yes, you're still good to go. All right. So if you have any questions, just ask your My5. Now, of course, we mentioned this before about the mentorship bonuses, and we won't read that again because, again, we already went through that before. Moving on to the next status or rank is called the Lifestyle Director 2, okay, LD2. You can see here there's a car photo checkbox and also a cruise. So to qualify as an LD2, you must be a lifestyle director 1, generating 150 per month in PV. That's the first bullet point. You got a checkbox. And the second part is to mentor 2 level 1 partners to achieve LD1. So now you want to help 2 of your people reach LD1, and again, who are also generating the 150 in monthly PV. So what that could look like again down below is, so notice that we use the color yellow to indicate you are an LD1. That's why actually our pins are also yellow for LD1. But now as LD2, what you want to do is you want to have 2 LD1s that you personally introduced to the business. So it can't be someone down below that belongs to someone else. It has to be someone that you personally introduced that reached LD1, and that would qualify you for the LD2. Or those 2 LD1s, it could be one left and one right. It could also be on the same team. So it could be, here's your first LD1 and here's your second LD1. Now, of course, whenever possible, it would be great to have it balanced on both sides, because for LD3 for presidential and royal, you do have to have these people on opposite sides. But for the sake of LD2, sometimes it just happens that way, that people are moving quickly, and it could be on the same team. Okay, so again, the monthly maintenance requirement is your $200 of NRS. And of course, now because you have a bigger team, you're not going to have more group volume. It's 7,500 CV of group volume with a minimum of 2,500 per team. as well as 1,125 of PGV, so personal group volume. So again, let's remind you guys, what is PGV? So PGV, going to our glossary at the very bottom, okay, is of course here, PGV, personal group volume. And what that is all of your level one, because people, think of it as your personal group, people that you personally introduce, your personal group is your level one. So level one product purchases and sales, so the CV values, whatever they buy and they sell, the CV value, and they sell the website, as well as any NRS. So if they're also selling products, okay, the NRS, the CV value, as well as if they were to launch any new emails or upgrade any email. So if your people you personally introduce also launch new people or introduce new people, that also counts as PGV. All right. And so that all of that combined together must be 1125. As we go back up here, here we are, 1125 in PGV. But again, for you to get here, you already have two LD1s, and these two LD1s are going to be buying, selling, and launching new partners. So it shouldn't be too hard. And again, don't worry if you are an LD2 because you qualified these first 2 points. But let's say you didn't have one of these criterias, don't worry, you'll get paid as an LD1, which is 1,500 per week. And if you would have made 2,500, the extra 1,000 just stays in the volume and pays you the following week. So again, you never ever lose anything from your team below. So again, but your weekly commissions are now $2,500 per week, plus additional bonuses. And again, as we mentioned before, if you were to reach this rank in the first 7 days, you would triple that month in which you qualified, which is still going to be your first month because it's the first 7 days. So the first month, they'll triple it up to $2,000. Okay. So that first month's complete binary commissions. And if you got it in the first 30 days, then again, they're going to double that month's commissions up to $2,000. Now, again, the same thing with the car club here is that now from $500 for the car club, it goes up to $750 per month. And it's quite the similar requirements. So again, you can see up here, right? Launch in LA, group volume, NRS, and BQV. Same thing here, launch in LA, slightly more group volume, almost the same NRS, and $100 more in BQV. So really, people who get to LD2, they're adding a lot more income because now you're getting 3 shares for the MGRS and the 750 for the car payment. So that's like well over 1,050-ish again in extra cash just by reaching the LD2 rank. Now, the other really exciting thing is the travel qualification or the free cruise, basically. So from the launch date, whenever you launch, to get the cruise, all you have to have, aside from reaching this LD2, is to have a total volume in both of your teams from the day that you launch of 30,000 CV. So if you don't get it in the first, let's say the cruise is happening in 2 months and you don't have it, don't worry, you qualify for the year after because eventually you'll have 30,000 CV, right? So you can see here, the free cruise qualification is if LD2 rank is achieved through Blitz launch packages plus launches after June 2022. So if you're looking at this and you're a brand new person, that's you launch after 2022 of June, then you must have this 30,000 CV, again, to qualify for the cruise. Again, you'll get there eventually. So essentially you have a free cruise, right? Which is really exciting. And we have all these cruise videos. If you wanted to see what it looked like, we have previous cruise videos every single year that we actually go. And so that is how you reach, again, the LD2, okay? So moving along to like the LD3 and the LD4s, it's a similar idea where you have, your, again, in terms of structure-wise, now you have to bring in 2 LD2s, right? And then to reach LD4, you have to bring in 2 LD3s, okay? And to reach LDP or presidential, you have to have 2 LD4s. And to get to Royal, you're going to have, again, 2 PLDs, the Presidential Lifestyle Directors. So it's just really the 2x2 structure, essentially, okay? And you'll see again for the LD3, it's the same thing again. You just have the same NRS, slightly more group volume, a slightly higher PGV. Your weekly commissions become $5,000 per month. We talked about, of course, the fast start bonuses before. Your car bonus is now $1,000 per month. And now you have what's called a Summit Qualified. It's like a luxurious trip. That trip is absolutely insane. I went in it myself, and you get that with LD3. For LD4, of course, you want to have two LD3s that you personally introduce. These become a little bit higher. Your weekly commissions go up to $10,000 per week, of course, and now your car payment goes up to $1,500 per month. And then you also receive an all-inclusive exotic vacation as the LD4. All right. And of course, for the presidential, you want to have two LD4s. Again, it's the same structure, right? More group volume, more PGV, which is going to be natural because you have a much bigger team now. Your weekly commissions, again, can be $30,000 because you're going to have three emails, or $10,000 per email. Again, you can have a crazy fast track bonus up to $50,000. Your car payment is now $2,000 per month. And of course, you have a crazy first class, business class travel up to $20,000, of course, and there's a lot more details on that. But the really exciting part, of course, beside the first class, business class travel up to 20 grand, is this organizational revenue sharing, where now on your whole entire organization, down to your next PLD, you get an extra 0.5% binary commissions up to $10,000 per month. So for a lot of people, it's an extra 10 grand per month of just extra cash into your pocket. And of course, for the Lifestyle Director Royal, here it is again, folks. You want to have two personally brought in presidential lifestyle directors. Again, your weekly commissions now is $60,000, which is 20 grand per week per email. Again, your exotic car payment is now $4,000 per month for your car bonus here. You get private jet travel up to $40,000. You also receive a ferry president timepiece or ferry marshring up to $1,000, $100,000. And you also get a crazy organizational revenue sharing, where now you get 1% binary commissions of your whole entire team down to the next royal. But if you're the first royal in your whole entire team, then you get all of it up to 10 grand per month, plus of course the 0.5% for the PLDs. All right. So it's an extra 10 grand per month essentially of extra commissions for you, which is absolutely fantastic. And so after that, down below, you can see here, we just have some income and bonus summary charts that kind of break down, here are the emails, brand partner, LA, LA plus, LD1234, presidential and royal. Of course, a nice little chart here that shows you the difference in discounts, your cycles, your maximum weekly commissions, your annual residual income, your MGR shares, of course, your variance bonuses per month, your car bonuses, your perks and incentives, and your fast start bonuses, and your organizational revenue sharing, all in one beautiful chart. And of course, down below was our glossary, which of course is there for you to read at any point in time. And so again, thank you so much for watching Opulence Global's, again, Pathway to Royal Lifestyle Director, also known as the Composition Plan PDF. Again, my name is Renee Liao, Lifestyle Director 4 with Opulence Global, and thank you for watching.